Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here, welcoming you to the first episode of Let's Play... Wait for it. Oh, I forgot there was this part. Hold on. Celeste. I thought I had my timing right, but apparently not. This is a game from earlier this year, an indie game that I didn't play until actually pretty recently. But it's a very special game. You'll understand why as we get a little more into it here. I think it has become one of my favorite, if not my just flat out favorite games, period. Just because of the way it... Well, we'll get into it. For many reasons, actually. But yeah, here we are. So we have our options. Not going to go too much into that. I already pre-configured everything the way I want it. There's my first file. We're not going to look too much at that for spoiler reasons. You can see I've done quite a bit with it, though. Not quite everything that there is to do in the game, because that's a little ridiculous. But I'm a ridiculous kind of gentleman, so I'm going to try to do even more than I did in my first file there in this LP. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to get through literally every challenge the game has to offer, because, like I said, some of them are flat out insane, but... You know, that's never stopped me in the past, so let's start up a new file here. You can rename her if you really want to. I like to leave her name as Madeline, just because it's a good name, number one. And number two, it's her name. You can't rename Madeline. What kind of monster are you? Assist mode, we're not going to do that, because it's basically like turning on cheat codes, kind of. And, yeah. But, I mean, if you really need the help, because this does become quite a hard game, as you'll see. It's a platformer. And a very intense one at times. But for now, let's just begin our climb. Aw, dude, I got chills as the music started. This game is phenomenal for just so many different reasons. And one of the hugest reasons is the music, by far. The graphics are also very... Love that. Nice little welcome to the game. Graphics are very nostalgic. It's just a wonderful little game here. Our little bird friend telling us how to climb, which is pretty nice. It's a very important mechanic going forward, as you'll come to know. I am playing this on the PS4, by the way, which so my controls might not seem the same as if you were playing on PC or something. Excuse me, ma'am. Sign out front is busted. Is this the mountain trail? I don't know if that's a good voice for her or not. You're almost there. It's just across the bridge. By the way, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and I nearly died. That's not what you want to hear about your driveway. Hey now, that's... If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit too much for you. Yep, that's about right. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. Suit yourself. But you should know, Celeste Mountain is a strange place. You might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. I think I'm looking at one right now. You should seek help, lady. Yeah, that's about right. I love her little... She's just... How long would she stay laughing if we just stood here? I would assume forever. But it'd be kind of cool if like you waited here for like an hour and she would eventually just head back into her hut. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to head on towards the mountain. And, yeah, who didn't see this one coming with how rickety this freaking bridge looked? Like, seriously, man. Oh, and game over. Well, thanks everyone for watching. It's, I hope the message of the game proved very poignant for you. Oh, actually, we can dash and save ourselves, so we're fine. Breathing a little heavy, Madeline. It's alright. Everything's good. And that's the prologue. It's about as easy as it's going to get for the entire game here, obviously. Let's start with Chapter 1, the Forsaken City here. Dude, I love the postcards from Canada. I forgot. I think this whole game is like meant to take place in Canada, which is pretty great. Very appropriate for me, anyway. Alright, let's get us started on this. I don't know how long it's going to be before I die, but I assure you I'm not going to have a full deathless run here. We got these strawberries. I believe there are 175 total throughout like the entire game. They're not divided evenly among like every single level, and they're hidden pretty well, a lot of them. Obviously that one's just sort of to introduce you to the concept. And you don't really get anything necessarily for collecting them, except for, you know, completion's sake and 100% status and all that stuff. I'm going to be trying for all of them, and hopefully I'll be able to remember where all of them are. It's been like a couple months since I actually played this. I don't think there's any reason to go over to that little alcove there. So, okay, well, yeah. Also, not necessarily going to be the best player you've ever seen at this game. There's a million different speedruns out there of this game, and they are phenomenal players. So this little thing here, it took me a while to actually understand what was going on with these strawberries, because if you just try and dash and get this, it just flies away. So basically what that means is that you cannot dash at all on the screen until, if you want to get the strawberry anyway, you can't dash. You have to sort of make it up to the strawberry without dashing, which is a very interesting mechanic, and it proves a lot more difficult than this later on, as I'm sure you can imagine. Got branching paths here. Let's go towards the light, of course. Some branching paths will be a little more obvious that they're optional. Or, like, obviously this one's more or less just for the strawberry. And you gotta be careful, too, because sometimes, you can only climb for so long before your stamina runs out here, as you can see. Yeah, sometimes there are, like, paths hidden within paths, which is a little rough. I kind of bunged this one up. Can I somehow save it? Oh, no. Well, I probably could have if I were better, but I'm not, so I didn't. Okay, let's let's get a little more serious about this, shall we? There we go. It's gonna take a little bit to get the rust off here, but I think once I have it off, then we'll be in a good spot. Watch for like little crumbly walls like this. You can sort of dash into them. Usually get a secret little berry area, or sometimes not all the secrets in this game will lead you to berries. There are some other things as well that will come across. There we go. These platforms here with like the traffic lights on them, they're pretty cool because you can conserve momentum in very interesting ways sometimes, and you can time your jumps right. You can get good boosts, as you can see. All in all, the game's just very well put together as far as controls and stuff go. It's very intuitive, a lot of it. So this, obviously, like, we can't dash across all this in one fell swoop, so that's why that little green diamond is there, to sort of renew your dash mid-air. And you can tell if you have a dash or not, by the way. This is a kind of subtle detail that some people tend to miss, is if when you dash, you can see your hair turns blue, and then you land and you regain your dash and your hair turns back to red. And so you can sort of tell that you regain your dash when you hit that green crystal because your hair changes color, so keep that in mind. Well, I think I do that like every single time I come onto this screen. It's just a force of habit. I see a trampoline, I jump. I'm a simple man. Is there something here? I don't think there's too many like super secret hidden places in this first level, the Forsaken City, but you never be too careful, right? Ooh. Love the change of music here, dude. This is nice. Ho there, fellow traveler. Oh, hi. What a killer night for a hike. I guess so. This place is so crazy. I kind of can't believe it exists. Not the easiest climb, is it? But I guess that's what I was looking for. Whoa there, that sounds pretty serious. I'm just happy to see another human in such a lonely place. Did you like crash your airplane here, or what is that? I really hope, like in the background there. I'm Theo, by the way, an adventurer from a far off land. Radical, dude. Not much of a talker, are you? Hey man, don't get on her case. Mysterious lone wolf type, I get it. I just imagined some dark backstory for you. What else you got, man? Hey, sorry, I'm Madeline. I've got a lot on my mind. Well, Madeline, I'd say you've come to the right place. I'm freezing my toes off, but I can't imagine a better place for some quiet reflection. Yeah, you may be right. What far-off land do you hail from? Well, my inquisitive compatriot, I doth hail from the mystical, exotic kingdom of Seattle. Dude, Seattle, it sounds like a special place. It's amazing. I would totally live there if I wanted to go live down in the States. Oh, it's so nice. I've only been there like once for PAX Prime like 7 years ago, but still. They call it PAX West nowadays, these young whippersnappers. This place is wild. Why would an entire city be abandoned? I read that some mega corporations started building it, but then no one wanted to live here. I wonder why. My money's on a government cover-up. What a waste to build all of this for no reason. At least we get to enjoy the leftovers. Hey, you ain't wrong. This would be such a cool place if it existed in real life. I'd totally come hang out here. Of course, it'd be probably very popular in real life if it were such a place. Are you here to explore the city? Yeah, I have a thing for abandoned places. And I like to think of myself as a budding photographer. Oh, really? Cool. Do you have a blog or something? Twitter, dude? Tweet me. Don't at me. Madeline. Everyone uses Instapics now. Oh, silly me. I honestly don't even have an Instagram. I'm Theo under stars. Look me up. This terrain is pretty tricky. Are you turning back soon? Nope, I'm headed for the summit. I can really see the determination in your eyes. It's inspiring. If you say so. I bet you can make it to the summit too. Maybe. I don't really care about reaching the top, TBH. Did not just make me say TBH. Oh, but I heard there are some legit old ruins up beyond the city. Like 1800s legit. I know it's risky, but I have to see them for myself. The phrase 1800s legit just strikes me as the most hilarious goddamn thing. What's that thing you say right before you do something irresponsible? Throw caution to the wind? Oh no, I think I know where this is going. No, that's not it. All right. Oh, amazing voice acting, dude. I think that's all he's got to say here. All right, well, thank you for the nice conversation. It's taken up like half the video so far, but that's totally fine, dude. I like Theo anyway. It's pretty rad. Mamma Jamma from Seattle, of all places. Pretty incredible. It's like this game was like designed for me, dude. Canada and Seattle. By the way, secret little berry here. Don't want to miss that. Yeah, I'm not promising like I'm gonna get every single berry on the first run through of each level. I will promise to get them all eventually, but there are some things that might just slip my mind, some secret little hidden areas. I do remember this place though. Okay, well, this screen here though, because there's a nice little secret. Oh, right up there. If you, I mean, it's not. I guess it's not that secret because there's an arrow pointing up to it, but still easy enough to miss. You can hop on over here. And then, how do we want to handle this? I think you go like this. And that side over there, where the like rock platform is, up in the top right corner, you can kind of make it up there. You cannot go through that rock platform. It's like a one-way deal. Or you can only get through it from going by the top instead of the bottom. It was a long-winded sentence for something that didn't need to be so complicated. Not only is the music great, the sound design is honest. Like as you get like further out here, it's like getting all quieter and junk. This is a weird little place, isn't it? Oh, I love this too. When you stand like on the edge here, Madeline kind of balances on her tippy toes. It's great. So you might be piecing together. It actually took me a while to figure this one out. I had to come back to this, and I don't know why. Because this is fairly obvious. You'd pay attention to the color pattern there and pay attention to which way the birds are dashing, and you just sort of put two and two together to unlock a little bit of a secret here. I kind of don't remember the exact pattern actually though, so let's see. So it's white, purple, blue. Oh god, I might have to cut some of this out. White, purple, blue, red, purple, yellow. So up, left, down and right. Oh, I think I'm starting to remember this. Up, left, down, and right, and then it's like up and right, and then left. Up and right, left, and up and left. Okay, yeah. So it's like one of these, and left. Well, not like that. Not quite, anyway. All right, so it's up, left. Is it blue next? So you down, and then you go up, left, and then up and left. There we go. Oh! We've summoned ourselves our first crystal heart here. Ba-bam. Pointless machines. Hey, ain't it the truth, dude? Machines just to be machines. So the import of crystal hearts will not be made entirely clear for a while, but there is one per level. I mean, technically like 2 per level kind. Well, technically 3 per level kind of. I mean, it's starting to get a little more complicated. In these like base first levels, you only have to worry about the one. So just keep your eyes peeled for various secret locations. It's obviously a little more hidden than a berry most of the time, but sometimes it's also a little bit more easily found than some berries. All right, this one's not so bad here. And then we just wait for those to come back, and we should be good. Okay, we're good. Sweet. And as you can see there, you can collect the berry, but it won't actually count until you actually land back on safe ground like this, because it was just kind of following me around for a while there. So keep that in mind as well. Until you actually make it back to safe ground, you can't just like collect it and then like die and then have it collect. Okay, I want to actually go up here because there's a little more up here if I remember right. Yeah, look at that. Sneaky ass room. I think I missed this one in my first play through this level. Ba-boing. I don't think there's anything in that room, but there is a berry over here that we do not want to miss. So, why have I done this? Okay, I'm probably gonna end up dying here. Oh, maybe not. Okay. If I had, then I would have lost the berry, and you would have seen my point, but I didn't, so don't worry about that too much. Okay. Head up here. Don't think there's anything over here. But what I do remember, and I actually did find this one on my first playthrough, and I was so proud of myself. I noticed this little gap down here, and I'm like, how would anyone ever fall into that gap? And I'm like, it must be a secret. And lo and fucking behold, because why would you put a gap there? I mean, gaps in this game, obviously, or in any platformer really, they're designed to be fallen into as a hazard. So why would you put one like between all those spikes so out of the way? It just seemed so strange. And then we just gotta, this one's fairly simple. Simple to find anyway. To actually maneuver around it can be a little more complex, but not too bad. Up to 13 berries. We're on a freaking roll, dude. Okay. And then you use the momentum here to grab that. Man, I'm actually kind of stunned I got that on my first try. After, I mean, it's not that hard, obviously, but after so long. All right, how am I doing this? Hey, up. Okay. Oh, no, get back up there. Oh, sweet. All right. Happy with that. Okay. Oh, I forget which way. I think I know. Like you're supposed to go up that way, right? But I think we're going to start by going over this way because I think this is where most of the secrets of this part are. Dash past that. Yeah, everything's starting to click back into my memory now. These long buried memories from like a month or so ago. Can we stop being an idiot and just like dash? Don't worry about that. And yeah, can you see these wooden platforms are also one way, kind of like the stone platforms, but in the other direction where you can come up from underneath, but you can't go back down. And it lets you go through spikes as well, as you can see there, which is pretty nifty. Grab that. I love this little vista here, dude. You can just hang out. This is where you'd come for like a little picnic or something if it wasn't snowing like hell. Or even if it was snowing like hell, if that's your jam. Alright, I think that's it for this area. For that section of this area anyway. Still gotta go up here and see what awaits us. Oh, can you spot the secret? I sure can. The light makes it a little more obvious. Dude, it's like Flip Swap Galaxy. I love the music in these little areas. Yep. Oh, there we go. We got ourselves a mixtape. B-side unlocked. Basically what B-side is the same world, but harder. It's like designed to be a challenge world, and obviously we're gonna go through all the B-sides. There aren't strawberries in the B-sides, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry about is actually completing the B-sides, which is pretty nice. Okay, and we're heading back down this way, right? Yes, okay. So we want to use this to get ourselves a little momentum, a little more than that. How did I mess that up so bad? That was just awful. There we go, that's more like it. Can I get this in one go? There we go, good stuff. Anything over here, we got another one. Oh, another one of these dashless fruits. So let's, well, that's one way to do it, I guess. Got a wall kick like that. Wall kicks will work. And if you are like really close to the berry and you dash, like you dash to get the berry, there is a little moment in there where the berry still takes like fly away, and in that moment you can still collect it. So you can dash at the very, very end to like get to the berry, but you just can't dash on your way up to that point, if that makes sense, which I think it should. All right. Feeling pretty good. And you can also negate the stamina, because like you can climb walls, sure, like this, but eventually you're going to run out of stamina, like we discussed earlier. You can sort of avoid that by using wall kicks, because that does not use stamina when you do that. So do that whenever you need to navigate large sections. Don't jump too prematurely there, you'll run headlong into those spikes on the ceiling. I believe we're nearing the end of this first level, the Forsaken City here. There aren't too many, oh yeah, secret by the way. Aren't too many worlds in this game actually. But, and like, if you were just playing it to completion, God, I love that. This actually isn't as hard as it looks, this screen here. As you can see, I just did it on the first try without even really breaking a sweat. But it's so satisfying to get it done, to dash through all those freaking emeralds. Yeah, if you're just playing this game to like play it, it's really not too bad. It does get pretty hard later on, trust me. But you can actually beat it fairly quickly, even on just like a casual playthrough. If you're going for all the berries and B-sides and everything though, and all the late game stuff as well, then you're gonna be here a while. I'm not sure if I got all the berries. I feel like I must have missed something, but we're gonna find out here. Celeste Mountain. This memorial is dedicated to those who perished on the climb. Damn, dude. Harsh reality here. Nice that they actually have something though in a little Forsaken City. Ugh, I'm exhausted. Nice little campfire with the purpley smoke. Alright, well. Could you like perch a little to the left or something? This might have been a mistake. That deadpan expression, I love it. Chapter clear. Not so bad. To start, anyway. How did we do as far as completion goes here? We got our Crystal Heart. We got 20 strawberries out of 20, so that's good. Only 14 deaths. That's, I think, respectable. Maybe not for, like, like my 80th time through that level ever, but... And then we move on to Chapter 2 eventually here. The old site. But I'm not sure necessarily if I want to... Because I can tackle this B-side right now if I really wanted to. I don't know if I want to do, like... I'm not sure how I want to do that, actually. So let me know in the comments how you would like me to tackle this. Do you want me to go through, like, all the chapters, just, like, one at a time here, continue the story as it is, and then come back for the B-sides? Or... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, get back in here. Or should I do A-side, B-side, and then move on to the next chapter and do A-side, B-side of that, and just keep going like that? That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, just to clear out each chapter in sequence here, but let me know in the comments how you want me to tackle that, and I will progress thusly. For now, though, I think that's a good place to call it a video. It's a nice thing about having a game with chapters. It kind of delineates the videos for you, doesn't it? So next time, we will tackle either the B-side of the Forsaken City or the old site. For now, though, thanks everyone for watching. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.